Good morning. It's Sunday, October 1st, and this country is in dire straits. We're in the middle of a shutdown, and then there has been talk of impeaching the president. And I don't know why there is such talk, except I think it's revenge by the Republicans because their previous leader, Donald J. Trump, had been impeached 2 times by Congress, but the Senate refused to indict him, so to speak. So in any event, they're after Joe Biden, even though the country is in a mess. And I want to know why. Why and what actions they had to impeach the president. Why are they trying to impeach Joe Biden? So I look around and I am trying to find a reliable source that can answer that question. And what do you think I did? I went to Bard. I went to Bard and asked him why, on what grounds, has Congress decided to impeach President Biden? And this is what he told me. Bard came back and said there are no matches. He couldn't find any reasons why Biden should be impeached. I find that to be amazing. Here we have a Congress that's filled with 435 elected officials, and a majority of them, a slim majority, all Republicans, want to impeach the president. On what grounds? If Bard can't find any grounds to impeach the president, what are these jokers trying to find? It's insane that they are wasting time trying to impeach the president, who has done nothing wrong. He certainly hasn't done anything close to what his predecessor had done. So what in the world are they trying to do? Why are they accusing him of all types of phony issues? I read that it's his fault that we have this influx of immigrants because when he was elected, he made it clear that he would not do anything to the people coming to the border. I don't know why anybody would write that. That came from conservative rag on the internet. That Joe Biden was fully aware before he took the presidency that he was going to have a problem with the immigrants. Well, he may have known that, but he didn't have any answers at that point. And the situation has gotten worse and worse. And the situation is worse and worse because the lawmakers are not doing anything about it. It's not Joe Biden's fault that these people are at the border. And that's just one of the things that he's being blamed for. And I think he's doing a reasonably good job considering what he's got to work with. He's got a Congress that is dead set against him. He's got 45 or 50% of the population that is against him. We don't know what's going to happen in 2024 at election time either. But meanwhile, he's under attack. And meanwhile, I went to Bard to find out why, and Bard doesn't have the answer. Now, if Bard can't answer that simple question, then what makes anybody else think that he's impeachable? Maybe they should do some research on what it takes to impeach a president. But I doubt that they're going to do any research because they want this thing to happen. They want to impeach him. And with the narrow situation in the Senate, this could be a disaster for the country if they manage to go ahead with it. Instead of concentrating on the big issue, which is the shutdown, they're trying to take people's mind off the shutdown and put all of this on the back of Joe Biden. Why? Why don't they admit that they don't know what the hell they're doing and figure out what to do about this shutdown? But no, that's not the way it works. Joe Biden's a Democrat, therefore he is the enemy. It never used to be that way. When we had 2 reasonable parties, it never was that way. They managed to work together. They managed to get things done. The Speaker of the House was a leader. He wasn't tied to his party. He was a leader. And the Speaker of the House never was afraid, like Kevin McCarthy. He's terrified because he's stupid enough to take the speakership and allow his constituency, the Republicans who have pushed him to the speakership, put in a rule that one person can have him thrown out of office. Is that ridiculous or what? Maybe if the Republicans had better leadership in Congress, we wouldn't be tied up. We wouldn't be stuck in this morass with the shutdown in our face, right? No. And it aggravates me that I couldn't get help from Bard. Isn't that silly? Isn't that silly that I couldn't do certain research? Even Bard, the brilliant Bard, doesn't have the answer to these questions. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe nobody really has the answer to these questions. And that's a terrifying thing when you think about it. Here's a country of 330 some odd million people being misgoverned, doing things that are unconscionable, and yet we proceed and we get nothing done. Nothing is getting done. And it's a shanda, as they say in Yiddish. This is a disgrace that we, who have been in existence for 200 and some odd years, haven't got our act together. And we have declined severely over the last 20 or so years. And when I look at the population, and when I see the people that have been elected, and I see the people who are attempting to become president, I know that we are in dire straits. Because we have all of these people who are running against Biden, and none of them has shown me anything that's worth thinking about. And Biden himself is a trouble because he's old and it's time for a change, and I don't see any changes on the Democratic side that would be useful to us either. I haven't seen anybody emerge from the possible candidates to run this country who excites me. So I look at this mess, and my only solution is to sit here and vent to you. And I couldn't even get Bard to help me out. And believe me, Bard is a lot smarter than most of the people out there. So I leave you with the mess this morning. Leave you to think about the situation that we're in. And hope you can live with it. And hope it all turns out for the best. But I doubt that seriously. So have a great day. And I'm really disappointed that Bard let me down. Take care. Bye.